What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we finished off the old schoolhouse, as well as met up with Toa to learn more about what her, Crow, Angelica, and George did last year. We saw that they put on a concert. So, Class 7 is going to do something of a similar aspect. So, everyone's hard at work figuring out what they need to do to get ready for the concert. Elliot's obviously in charge of putting everything together since he's the musician here. And then Crow and Reen are working together, because you can't trust Crow by himself, to come up with designs for the outfits they'll be wearing. But it is time for our final, seemingly final practical exam of the game. So we are going to be fighting Instructor Sarah herself. So I have the team of Reen, Elliot, and Laura, and let's just see how this goes. She's got the dangerous gleam in her eyes. I have no doubts of her expertise in combat. Even if we don't win, I want to see just how much we can do. Well, if you were ever holding back anything before, now's the time to pour it all in.
準備はいいわね。入学して半年。君たちならそろそろやれるはずよ。サラ・バレスタインという壁、見事乗り越えてみなさい。はい。
Let's do it. Time to fight our instructor. No one reaches low HP. What does low mean? And win in less than 40 turns, okay. This seems more useful because Elliot will be able to heal, but actually no. Let's go with the Rush 2. I could always switch it every turn too. Like every time it's Elliot's turn, link him with somebody. Maybe I'll do that. Let's just actually buff up first. I know we're kind of in a rush, but... That'll help. Oh yeah, she paralyzed them both. Okay, that's lovely. Oh no! Again? That'll at least do some damage. Yeah, and you can't use any crafts right now, unfortunately. Oh, she's powering up. Why is Reen unable to hit her? What is happening here? Reen hasn't landed a single one of his hits on her. Ah, so that helps. So what is that? Vengeance, I guess? Possibly. Come on, Reen. Please land one hit. Why can't he hit? What is going on? Why can he not land a single hit on her? What is happening? I'm so lost.
みんな元気を出して
I don't. Why can't he hit her?
まだやれる。炎、我が剣に集え。
成長したわね
All right. Well, we took care of it.
先に進もう。
But I still don't understand why Rain couldn't land a hit. Just really bad luck. I probably didn't need to bring Laura, because I could have gotten bond points with someone else. Did we actually do it? Haha, it took all three of us fighting in top form to eke out a narrow victory. Nicely done. I can't believe how far you've come in just 6 months. Is there room for improvement? Sure, but I want you all to realize how much you've grown. It's almost like you've been listening to my lectures all along. Okay, that's one group down. 3 more to go. I'll call you in groups of 3, so be ready to jump in when I call your name. Oh, Lord. She got up right away. She's tired now, though, after fighting them all. Is she even human? Multiple groups with multiple opponents in every group, and she was still able to put up a fight against all of us. She's on a completely different level. We'll need to redouble our efforts in training if we hope to match her. You can say that again. Ew, I'm spent. Mind if I use you as a pillow, Emma? Well, what? Here? Have you no shame? Haha, looks like there's still some life in her yet. She's the only person I know who can fight 4 back-to-back battles and still have the energy for wisecracks. Don't get me wrong, I'm genuinely impressed with how far you've come. Now I can tell you where you're headed for your field study without any worries. Up we go. Alright, get them while they're hot. Group A, Reen, Alisa, Fee, Machias, Elliot, Crow. Study location, Roer, the industrial metropolis. Group B, Emma, Laura, Eustace, Gaius, Milliam. Study location, Ortis, the port city. Interesting choices. Roer and Ortis, those are 2 of the Empire's largest cities, right? Well, technically they are. Roer far from small, but Ortis is kind of on another level. It's the 2nd largest city in the Empire, with over 400,000 people. It also happens to be the stronghold of Duke Cayenne, the noble faction's de facto leader. Yeah, that guy. Are you out of your mind? You want us to drag this hyperactive chatterbox straight into the noble faction's largest stronghold? He does make a good point. Ortis is hostile territory for her, no 2 ways about it. If they find you poking around, they'll burn you at the stake. I'm not that worried. I've snuck into Ortis plenty of times before, but this time I've got you guys with me. I'll be fine. This is no laughing matter. I'm a bit concerned, too. As am I. Ortis is quite far from here, if something were to happen. Not to worry, we're thinking what to do about that. Still, you're not in for a laid-back vacation, that much I can say for certain. That goes for the group heading to Roer, too. The Rheinfort group is based out of Roer, isn't it? The Roer is also part of Marquis Ragner's domain, and he's the head of one of the 4 great houses. Heh, Gallica's stubborn old man, eh? He's supposed to be a real hardliner, even among the big shots in the aristocracy. That's true, but the Imperial family also runs a military factory in the vicinity. The Rhymefort group isn't aligned with either faction, but I can imagine there are a few more than a few ongoing complications. Really? Sounds like trouble if you ask me. Why would my father and the other members of the board choose destinations like those in dangerous times like these? Well, like I said, we're thinking those issues over. With the Academy's annual festival coming up next month, there's no field study being planned. So this is your chance to show off all the know-how you've gained from your previous field studies. Make whatever preparations you need to, and when Saturday rolls around, travel with your heads held high. Class 7 has done a damn good job so far. The only reputation you guys have to live up to is your own. Thank you, instructor. Alright, guess we're moving on to Saturday now. Yep. Alright, field study day. Our final field study. The final time we'll be setting out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, never mind. Later than usual.
まだ来ていないのはエリオットと先輩だけか。
昨日は遅くまで出し物の企画を練っていたようだからな。
まあステージの方向性はだいたい固まったんだけど、曲と演出については2人ともこだわりがあるみたいでさ。
なかなか楽しそうなステージになりそうだね。エリオットはともかくクローの方は気になるわね。まあそれについてはまずはお任せするとして。
それにしても昨日の夜はいささか驚かされたな。
Oh?
教官があんなことを言い出すとは。
ああ、そうだな。
そうそう、明日は出発前に士官学院に寄ってもらうわ。朝9時にグラウンド集合。A 班 B 班ともに遅れないように。
Oh?
サラが唐突なのはいつものことだけど。
まったく、一体どういうつもりだ。西部にあるオルディスなど列車だと8時間はかかるだろう。
ええ、到着する頃には日が暮れてしまいそうですね。うん、ルーレだって5時間以上はかかるんだし。
So most of the first day we're not even doing anything.
どちらも始発列車に乗っていてもいいくらいなんだけど。シャロン、思わせぶりに控えてるけど何か事情でも知ってるわけ？ルーレが実習先になるならまた先回りするんでしょうけど。めっそうもありません。あくまで皆様のお見送りをさせていただいているだけですわ。
She's totally going to be there ahead of us. That's about as sure a bet you can make. Pretty certain she knows what's going on, too. She's one amazing maid. I feel like I have my own personal chef, too.
ごめん、ちょっと寝坊しちゃった。
おう、おはようさん。おはよう、2人とも。
これで全員揃ったな。
9時にグラウンドに集合だっけ？
何のつもりか知らんが、まだ余裕はありそうだな。
うん。A 班 B 班とも改めて出発するとしよう。
Probably a good idea.
お互い出発前の最終準備もあるだろうしな。
そうだね。くれぐれもお気をつけていってらっしゃいませ。
Alright, so this is our group. Alright. Our group of 6. Very cool. Lady Sarah is awaiting your arrival on the Academy's field. I suggest you fully prepare yourselves before heading there. Please have a safe trip. What is she fighting us again? Now I'm even more sure she knows exactly what's going on. Well, guess we'll find out when we get there. Guess we could stop by and say hi to everybody before we head over there. Aren't you glad we get to be in the same group again? Words cannot begin to express the agony. Aw, don't be shy. Me and Lammy will keep you safe, so there's no need to worry. Please stop talking. It's odd thinking about how close this thinking about how close this month's field study was to being canceled. And it's even weirder how relieved I felt that it wasn't. I know what you mean. I know we struggle through every month, but I felt the same sense of relief. I guess that just goes to show how much a part of our lives they become. We don't have a field study lined up for next month because of the festival. I'm guessing that means this month's field study will be doubly challenging. Alright, Emma and Laura in here. There they are. So this month's field study will take us to Ortis, Duke Cayenne's stronghold. It should come as little surprise that it's a hotspot for suspicious activity within the Empire. You saw what happened last month when he visited my father to try and persuade him to join the Noble Alliance. Yeah, be careful while you're there. He will have uses with us, so his presence ought to help smooth things out for us to some extent. I'm glad we managed to settle on an idea before we left for our field study. I doubt we'd be able to really focus on our tasks if we left it up in the air. Yeah, honestly, I feel relieved now that we've got that squared away. Doesn't change the fact that we barely got any time to prepare for it, though. Poor Elliot and I are gonna have to burn the candle at both ends trying to figure out a plan of action while we're out there. Aha, yeah, probably. Well, I wish you all the best on your trip. And remember, we got a festival coming up right after, so make sure you all return safe and sound. We will. Thanks, Emma. I believe that's everybody except for, Toa. Oh wait, where am I going? She's in the... Doubt there's anyone else in here at this time of... Oh, maybe. It's 9 a.m. Oh wait. No, she is in the engineering building. I was right the first time. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Huh, didn't expect to see all three of you together this early. What gives? Haha, we were all just talking about you, actually. I'm glad you managed to decide what to do for the festival before you got shipped off on your field study. Sounds like you didn't waste any time putting George to work either. We did ask him for help with our orbital instruments, yeah. I'm hoping to have everything sorted out by the time you get back. Make sure you know who's going to be playing what by then, though. We haven't even decided our genre yet. Well, that's definitely something you'll have to take care of. I'm more interested in the outfits, though. I'm thinking sexy, really sexy, especially the girls. Oh, you and I are on the same page. Don't even think about it. I'm not wearing one. It would be a bit distracting if they ended up being as revealing as President Herschel's was. That was all Angie and Crow's fault. They wouldn't listen to any of my feedback. I hope you realize how much I'm counting on you to stop this, Reen. Haha, I'll see what I can do. On a less sexy topic, this month's field study sounds like a tough one. Roer is at the center of the Norcia province. The provincial army's influence isn't quite as blatant as in Ortis, but they still hold significant sway there. And their relationship with the RMP is especially bad, so make sure you don't get wrapped up in all that. Really? And tensions are rising, both inside and outside the country as it is. It's kind of worrisome. At least your field study's been planned out to minimize the chances of you getting into any trouble. What? What do you mean by planned out? Oh, did Instructor Sarah not tell you? Well, we can't spoil the surprise then, can we? What are you... Curiosity piqued. Well, they did call you to the field, right? Why don't you get going? I'm sure it'll all make sense when you get there. Slow it down. How come you guys all get to know and I don't? Sorry, Crow. Well, that's what you get for taking the easy classes again this year. What she said. Still, you're technically a second year, so make sure you back your new class up. Oh, I see how it is. Get a few more credits than me, and you think you can get away with saying whatever you want. Haha, well, sounds like we should head over to the field then. Yep, sounds like a plan to me. Edel's out here very early. Hello, Fee. Is it time for yet another field study, is it? Although it seems like this time you're leaving later than usual. Sarah told us to head to the field for some reason. Oh, is that the case? Fee, no matter what you have to face, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome it. So just make sure you give it everything you've got. Roger. Oh, hello. What are you still doing here? Don't you have a field study to undertake? We thought so too, but they told us to gather at the field instead. How about you, Patrick? I thought it'd be a cold day in hell before I saw you attend morning practice. I'm only here to shake off my morning drowsiness. I most certainly didn't come here to train after my crushing defeat at Friedel's hands. Ahaha, that's one honest lie. You can read them like a book. You'll be making your way to Ordis and Roer, will you not? Rather foolhardy, if you ask me. Well, we can't really claim that either place will be a cakewalk. Ordis is Duke Kane's stronghold, so the others are bound to run into some trouble there. But it's not like Roer is the nicest place these days either. Wait, are you actually worried about us, Patrick? If you're only going to spout nonsense, I would appreciate it if you held your tongue. Ahem, moving on, we plan on settling the score with you at the Academy Festival. As such, we would prefer if you return safely. Challenge accepted. We'll be back, and we'll make sure to give you a run for your money. I joined Master Patrick for his morning training today. Seeing him practicing so diligently fills me with immense pride. His attendance at this academy has been a beneficial experience for him in practically every regard. Alright, Celestin. Oh, even Celine's here. Maybe she's curious about what's going on too. Aha, who knows what cats are thinking. Alright, Instructor Sarah should be waiting for us. Let's get moving. Yep. We were told to meet here at 9 a.m. Seems like I still have some time. No idea what this is all about, but it'd probably be a good idea to finish preparing first. Let's go. Good, good. You're all here. Oh, Instructor, I wasn't expecting you to be... Of course. Sharon, weren't you in the dormitory when we left? Indeed I was, but I was summoned here by Lady Sarah. So after seeing all of you off, I came straight here. How did I guess she'd get here ahead of us? You know, at this point, I shouldn't really be surprised. Sheesh, she ain't the Rhineford's top maid for nothing. Personally, I would have preferred not to ask her to come at all. But since she'll be acting as Group A's guide, I didn't have much choice. Hehe, why thank you. Wait, why would we need a guide? So you're telling me... Oh, it looks like everyone's here already. Oh, Sharon's here too? Huh? What's she doing here? Cooking, cleaning, instantaneous travel. You flatter me, Master Eustace. Well, we've got all of you here now. And look at that, 9 a.m., right on time. It took us 40 minutes to get here? Huh. What's that sound? It sounds like a rush of air. No, that's not quite it. Sounds to me like an airship. Are you kidding me? Look. What in the hell is that? Here they come. Who's they? It is an airship, that's for sure. A red one. Whenever it wants to land. What is this thing even doing here? Wow, it's so cool. A Crimson airship, who does it belong to? An Imperial Army warship, maybe? No, not enough giant guns. Still, the shape looks familiar. Oh, now I remember. It's like the white wings of Libero. Yeah, it does kind of look like the Arsail. You think so too, right? You mean like the Arsail? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance. The Arsail, wasn't that a high-speed cruiser from the Kingdom of Libero? Indeed, it was that very airship that Prince Oliver made his triumphant return to Heimdallr. No way. They're not seriously going to land here, right? Of course they are. It's 75 yards from bow to stern. It might be a bit of a snug fit, but they should be able to touch down. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute, how do you know how large it is? A fair question. You would think this would alert the entire town, though. I can see a giant airship touching down. You weren't kidding about a snug fit, though. Does have the horse emblem for Erebonia. This is the best. It's actually very pretty up close. The more I look, the more it seems just like the Arsail, except red. It bears the crest of Erebonia, though. So at the very least, it's an airship from the Empire.
Yeah, Shokun. 10日ぶりになるかな?
Olivier.
Olibardo 殿下。
それにバンダール家の。
I'm glad to see you all again.
反応は上々のようだね。うんうん。これなら帝都市民へのお披露目も成功間違いなしだろう。
Considering Mueller was the only one to not speak in this scene, I'm guessing they just didn't give him any voice lines in this game.
市民へのお披露目？
もう何が何だか。
Still, the prince is just here in a supporting capacity today, to say nothing of myself. The real stars of the show are the airship and this fine gentleman we have aboard.
こちらの方。
久しいな。初めてのものも多そうだが。
That's a familiar voice.
その声は。
Well, well, well. Victor Arcade, as well as,
光の結晶
why is his name, Toval? I couldn't think of his name for a second.
父上ラウラのお父さんそちらの方が
トバル殿もご一緒か
Haha, this isn't quite how I expected our grand reunion to go, that's for sure.
どうしてそこにその帽子は一体
Allow me to introduce you. This is Captain Victor S. Arcade, who will be assuming command of this ship.
そうきたか
まあ詳しい経緯は後ほど説明させてもらおう。
Uh-huh.
なんだこれは
綺麗な飛行船
やれやれこれは大したものだね
すごいな聞いていたスペック以上にとんでもない性能みたいだ
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to get a feel of it.
学院長
これって
驚くのも無理はない。
Yeah.
理事長の提案で今回は特別な計らいとなってな。その間でそれぞれの実習地まで君たちを送ってくれるそうだ。
Explains why we're leaving so late.
ひゅーマジかよ
あくまでお披露目の処女飛行のついでとしてね一旦テートに向かってからルーレに直行してくれるって
So much for long
な
trips.
んというか
驚きすぎて頭がクラクラしてきました
それでは殿下そろそろ参るといたしますか。
ああよろしくお願いするようこそ7組の諸君アルセイユ2番艦高速巡洋艦カレイジャスへ
The Courageous. So I assume he probably had, permission from the Queen to, talk to everyone who worked on it and have them build another one. Second Arsail class high-speed cruiser, Courageous. Vader Park. Oh, Elliot's friend's over there on the left. Everyone in the Oast District gonna see it. Blue Blanc. Haha, not even our high-speed trains could hope to match that. That may be true, but we still have our own strengths. How's the investigation coming along? Well, they've been pretty blatant about trying to obstruct us, so basically about what we expected. The same is true in other areas as well. Understood. Respond with pattern 13. I'll head there myself this afternoon. Yes, ma'am. Oh, are we gonna see Reed's sister again? Yep.
兄様から聞いていたけど、なんて素敵な船なのかしら。はい、本当に。あの船に兄様が乗ってるんです。
How would you know that? Well, we know that's Prince Cedric on the front.
うわあ、あれがカレイジャス。兄上が着工した船ですか。
Hee hee, it's a fine ship, isn't it? Prince Oliver seems to have gone to quite a lot of trouble having it built. Heh. Is this the wind of change you intend to release across our staid and troubled land? Go, my son, and show me the caliber of man you can be. That's obviously the Emperor. Emperor Eugent. Osborne and Lecter. Heh, can you believe it's all been almost 2 years already? And look at how far our debaucherous prince has managed to come. So it's been 2 years since the end of Sky Third, I guess, where we saw Olivia finally come home. Partnering with Libero to make a second Arsael-class airship, then cruising over the capital. I suppose that's one way to stick it to you for outmaneuvering him at the trade conference.
確かにな。まさかこんな手で食い下がってくるとはな。士官学院といい、なかなか楽しませてくれる。正念場だ。オリバルト王子。すでに遊戯版の準備は整った。ここから見事ひっくり返せるか。せいぜいあがいてみるがいい。
Whatever that means. Zoom, zoom. We're really going all over the place. Norcia Province, southern edge, over the Schwarz Darche barrier. Yeah, even the bridge is just like the Arsael. It is currently 10:02, and we have a north-northwesterly wind blowing in at a speed of 11 Arj. We've just passed through the Schwarz Drake barrier's airspace into the province of Norcia. Current speed is 3050 SPH. We've reached full cruising velocity.
このまま進路と速度を維持。ノルティア本線に沿いつつ200アージュほど距離を取れ。
Aye, aye, Captain. So this is what the bridge of a cruiser looks like. It's all kind of making my head spin. If I'm not mistaken, the ship is equipped with the Epstein Foundation's latest information processing system. Huh, so you actually managed to get the Rheinfar Group Zeiss Central Factory and Epstein Foundation to collaborate? Heh, I suppose you would be the most well-informed on matters of technology. It took the combined effort of countless supporters to take this airship from blueprint to beauty. I've caused a great many people no small amount of trouble gathering the technology and funds to build it. It's nice to know even princes have trouble with financing sometimes. Alas, it's true. I had to borrow quite a sum from a number of sources, the Emperor himself among them. But all my labors bore fruit, and we were able to build an airship that met all my ideal specifications at a length of 75 arch. It's almost twice the size of the original Arsail. Really. And with its sporting 20 of ZCF's, Zeiss Central Factory, of course, high performance engines, it can achieve a top speed of roughly 3,000 SPH. Not quite as fast as the Arsail's 3,600 SPH, but the Courageous boasts high armor and interception capabilities. Good grief, she's memorized all the specs already. Still, the more I hear about it, the more unbelievable it sounds. It sounds like he's compensating for something. I'd heard something like this was in development, but I never would have imagined you'd pack this much power into it. Well, we now have a rough idea how extravagant the ship is, but what I don't understand is why my father is sitting in the captain's seat. He's not even part of the military. Unless, Father, did you actually enlist in the Imperial Army? Haha, I can understand why you might be perplexed. However, this ship isn't part of any military force. Huh? So wait, is it officially regarded as the property of the Imperial family? Precisely. I intend the ship to give wings to a third faction of sorts, unconnected to both the Imperial and Provincial armies. To that end, I can think of no finer captain than Viscount Arsaid. Well, that at least explains some of it. I see what you're getting at, yeah. The fastest airship in the Empire, captained by the Radiant Blade Master. Heh, couldn't ask for a stronger deterrent than that, I'll say. Well, that's my hope, anyway. About half of the crew here are on loan from my division, the 7th Armored. The rest are civilians, representing a variety of nationalities and social classes. As for me, I'm here because I'm just that good at gathering information. They've also tasked me as the point man for keeping in touch with the guild and its local branches. Makes sense to me. Tolval is definitely a good choice. You've got tact and patience to spare. Me, on the other hand, I'm more of the face-punching type. Frankly, I'm still shocked we're here. I never imagined we'd be flying on such a marvel of a ship with such a distinguished crew. You got me curious, though. Are you intending to tour the whole Empire like this? That's our plan, yes. The hope is that it might help assuage some of the tension that's been building up across the nation. And if we happen to intimidate the Imperial Liberation Front while we're at it, all the better. Ah, that makes sense, considering they got their own airship too. The Intelligence Division and the RMP seem to be keeping them in check for now. But having a ship like this in the air will definitely put more pressure on the Liberation Front. In other words, this ship allows me to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Genius, isn't it? And if I ever feel the urge to stretch my wings, I can take to the skies whenever the mood strikes me. Perhaps one day I'll even be able to put on a recital soaring the skies above Heimdallar. Well, putting aside a certain idiotic flights of fancy, at this speed it should take less than an hour to reach Roer. Feel free to make yourselves at home while you're aboard. Aside from restricted areas like the engine room, you have the run of the ship. Go poke around a bit. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks. I think I'll take you up on that. And that's how we ended up flying to our destinations aboard the Empire's newest, most cutting-edge cruiser. But we didn't just sit to look out the windows, of course, since we had the captain's permission. We each set about exploring the Courageous, seeing what the top-of-the-line airship had to offer. And there you have it. So we are able to kind of hang out and walk around for a bit. But this is where we're going to end things off for the video. Next time we'll walk around the ships, seeing what everyone thinks about the Courageous. Kind of wild we're in the air like this while we are en route to Roer. I wouldn't even think, they say less than an hour. At the speed we're going, I feel like we'd be there in a matter of minutes, but oh well. But yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.